Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something super simple but extremely useful. We're installing balenaEtcher on Linux. If you've ever needed to flash USB drives or SD cards, Etcher is one of the easiest tools for the job. So let's get straight into it. Now let's install balenaEtcher by downloading the .deb package. This method works on pretty much any Debian-based system. That includes Debian itself, Ubuntu, Linux Mint, Pop! OS, Zorin OS, and many others. First, download the .deb installer. It's basically the Linux equivalent of a setup file. You download it, double-click it, and your system handles the installation for you. Or you can install it from the terminal using the dpkg command. All right, let's try installing balenaEtcher on Debian 13 Trixie using the .deb package, just like most people would. First, open the download folder in a terminal, then run the dpkg command. At first, everything looks normal. It starts unpacking, but then gives an error. It says there's a dependency problem, specifically one package. So the package installs partially, but it's not configured. Now, normally on Linux, the quick fix is to run this command that is on Debian-based systems. This tells the system to fix whatever is broken and install missing dependencies, but in this case, it still doesn't fix it. So next step, let us try the smarter way using the Advanced Package Tool directly, because Advanced Package Tool is supposed to install the package and automatically download dependencies. But again, same problem. So what's going on? Here's the real reason, and this is important. The etcher.deb file depends on an older library, but Debian 13 doesn't have that library anymore. It's not missing, it's obsolete. Debian moved on to newer versions of that library, so you can't install something that doesn't exist in the repos. You could try installing older packages manually, but it is risky. This can break your system, and this is not worth it. So at this point, it's not about fixing dependencies anymore. It's about using a version of the app that actually supports your system. Well, maybe it's just Debian being strict, but I also tried the exact same .deb on Ubuntu 26.04 LTS, and guess what? Same error, same missing dependency. Still says package is not installable. Why is this happening on both? Well, Ubuntu 26.04 LTS is based on Debian, specifically aligned closely with Debian 13 Trixie. Ubuntu 26.04 and Debian 13 share the same modern package base, so if a dependency is removed in Debian, it's also gone in Ubuntu, which is why the install fails on both. So I didn't stop there. I also went back and tested the exact same .deb on Ubuntu 24.04 LTS, and this time it actually worked. No dependency errors, it just installed and ran. Ubuntu 24.04 is just one generation older, and that matters more than it sounds. At that point in time, the system still included the older libraries that a lot of apps were built against, including the exact one Etcher needs. So when you install the .deb, the dependency is either already installed or it's still available in the repositories, which means the advanced package tool can grab it without any issues. Everything lines up, so the installation just works. The problem is that Etcher package hasn't caught up. It's still asking for a library that those newer systems simply don't carry anymore. So on Ubuntu 24.04, you're basically in that compatibility window where old and new still overlap. On Debian 13 and Ubuntu 26.04, that window is gone. And that's why the exact same file works perfectly on one and completely fails on the others. And honestly, if you're watching this sometime in the future, there's a good chance this whole issue might already be gone. By then, balenaEtcher will probably have updated their .deb package to match newer systems like Debian 13 Trixie and Ubuntu 26.04 LTS. So at this point, it's not about fixing dependencies anymore on Debian 13 Trixie and Ubuntu 26.04 LTS or any Linux system. It's about using a version of the app that actually supports your system. So what I did next was go straight to the official download page for balenaEtcher. and instead of grabbing the .deb, I downloaded the Linux portable version. This version doesn't rely on your system's packages the same way the .deb does. You just extract it, make it executable, and run it. No installation, no dependency issues. And the reason this works on most Linux systems is because it's basically bundled with everything it needs to run. It's built to be portable, and it brings its own libraries. That means it doesn't care as much whether you're on an older system like Ubuntu 24.04 LTS or something newer like Debian 13 or Ubuntu 26.04. As long as your system can run modern Linux apps, it just works. So yeah, if the .deb is giving you problems, this is honestly the easiest way around it, and it's why portable builds like this are so useful on Linux. So after extracting it, just run the executable file and you are done. If you don't want it stuck in downloads, move it to a better location using this command. You will find these long commands in the video description. We can now make it behave like a normal app. First, create a launcher file using this command. Then paste the following into the file and save it. Save by pressing Ctrl, then X, then Y. Make it executable by running this command. That's it. Now you can open balenaEtcher from the Applications menu. By the way, this is Debian 13 Trixie, the same system where the .deb package failed earlier. And that actually highlights something important. Linux isn't really a one-size-fits-all system. Just because something works on one version, like Ubuntu 24.04, doesn't mean it'll work on a newer release like this one. Packages are built for specific versions, and as the system changes, some dependencies get renamed or removed. That's exactly why the .deb failed here. But the interesting part is, when we used the portable version, it worked without any issues. So compatibility depends on your distro and version, and portable apps are often the easiest way around those problems. If your Linux system isn't Debian or Ubuntu based, download the RPM version instead. Like right now, I am on Fedora, and .rpm file is just another type of Linux installer, like .deb, but for a different family of Linux systems. It's used on Red Hat-based distributions, which use tools like DNF or Yum to install software. You should choose the RPM version of balenaEtcher if you're on Fedora, Red Hat, Enterprise, Linux, CentOS, Rocky Linux, Alma Linux, and OpenSUSE also supports RPM. I'm running Fedora on distro C, which is basically a live environment. So because of limited disk space, the RPM install won't work here. It simply doesn't have enough room. But on a normal installed system, this command will work just fine. And this applies to other RPM-based distros too, like a Red Hat Enterprise Linux, CentOS, Rocky Linux, Alma Linux, and even OpenSUSE. So yeah, this isn't a Fedora problem. It's just a limitation of running in a live environment. So yeah, whether you're on Debian-based systems, Red Hat-based systems, or even testing things in a live environment, you've seen how installation can vary depending on the distro and setup. And if you're using Arch-based systems, don't worry, there are instructions for that too, right on the Etcher download page. At the end of the day, Linux gives you options. It's just about choosing the method that works best for your system. If this helped you out, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.